It's Clint Paddison here with little growing gorgeous Angelina, and we are in the beautiful mountains of Oahu in Hawaii. That's the sun just coming up over the mountains over there, so we're out on our little morning walk. And today's video is about attitude. Your attitude when you have rheumatoid arthritis, because now, having helped over 4,000 people around the world with this disease, I've found that some people have the attitude that will assist them to getting well, and other people have an attitude that I can tell isn't conducive to healing over the long term. So I can tell you what my attitude was, and you can decide whether or not some of that's useful for you. So my attitude towards this disease was that it's some kind of massive project. It's some kind of thing that I have to work on so that I can get well no matter what. I had a brief period where I started to feel sorry for myself, bless you, and and there were times when, you know, it was extremely tough. There were times when I was lying on the floor in yoga class, and I was so bad in my elbows and wrists and knees that I physically could not get off the floor. It was actually seemed impossible. And eventually, after manipulating myself in several bizarre contortions, I was able to use my head and neck and push up off the floor and get up. So there were times when it was absolutely brutal. And my wife was helping me to the bathroom at times during the night, and it was excruciating and living hell. However, my attitude always was, how can I work this out? How can I get to the bottom of this? And what can I do? And I would always place that particular project, which I would refer it to as my project of getting well, as the most highest importance in my life. So I didn't become one of the people that, and this isn't a criticism, it's an observation, but some people adopt a very bitter victim mentality, and I can understand, because the pain is excruciating and the drugs have the side effects which are almost as bad as the disease itself. However, you can choose your interpretation of what this disease means, and for me, I chose an interpretation that somehow I was going to get on top of this disease, get rid of all my joint pain, and get off the medications. And somehow, deep down, I genuinely believed that because I have a very, very successful research background, and I have a lot of skills in communication as a public speaker, and I've been on stage, you know, over 1,000 times performing, that my ability between my research and my ability to speak and communicate on stage meant that I was a perfect conduit to be able to communicate how to do this and how to get through this to other people. Now, other people might be skeptical of that and criticize my own, you know, maybe that sounds all good now that that's sort of happened, but at the time, even before this was my belief about the reason that I had this disease. And so your attitude towards this disease will play a massive role towards how the disease progresses. If you treat it like a project, you can break it down into many, many smaller project milestones. So think of how amazing it would be if you can just get off one of your medications, or think of how amazing it would feel if you're able to walk an extra 500 meters a day, or walk up those stairs that you weren't able to walk up before. These little victories are little milestones in your project, and when you achieve those little milestones, they all build towards eventually achieving your greater milestone, whatever that might be, with your health. So I hope this is helpful, and I really want you to think about treating this as a project and your attitude towards this disease, because it's incredible what can be achieved with the right approach and enormous discipline and just never giving up. So have an amazing day, and I'm sending lots of wellness. Bye bye.